Do you feel like we aged 15 years since last week?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Like,
we're giving 45.
What, oh my God, last week I was in a juicy tank top.
Can you believe that?
This week you're a father of 6.
I really, really am.
Can you walk us through your outfit this time, please?
Yeah. My Wall Street attire.
It's definitely giving, I feel at risk of hate crime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I would say something about the ruffles.
Yeah, you would.
I would. Okay, so let's walk you through it. So today we have shirt. It's got to give Marshalls.
It's
you know,
Van Heusen. You know?
Wait, it kind of is giving Van Heusen
influencer.
The tie a suit supply. Pants, this is my brother's suit. And at this point, I'm popping out of them.
That ass won't quit. It's bulging. It's ginormous. It's bulbous.
It's a bulbous ass for sure. And then shoes, these are those Gucci loafers, you know. I got these for my prom in high school.
I fucking hate you.
But they were 65% off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 65%
I love a bargain. For your eyes, you're doing one pink eye.
For my eyes today, I have one pink eye and the other one is honestly drooping.
Yeah,
it's lazy.
Last night was the scariest experience of my entire life.
Joe actually was about to call the ambulance.
I was ready because, Andrew, because we're 6 episodes deep into Girls for the first time. I look over at you and your eye is just shut. One eye is shut, the other one is completely bloodshot. And you were like, no, this is normal.
And I've been blaming it on like getting drips from air conditioning on the side of the road. But at the end of the day, it's just like my farty pillows.
Good children! All right. Hey, you guys, and welcome back to Good Children, the podcast where me and Andrew reflect on... What was it?
Reflect on the shared nostalgia.
The podcast where me and Andrew reflect on the shared nostalgia of growing up in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and all of the trauma, laughter, and, right?
Yeah.
And all of the trauma, laughter, and $30,000 Sweet 16s that entails.
Oh my gosh. There's nothing better than a Long Island Sweet 16, I'll say it.
It is truly the Met Gala. Turning the corner from Bat Mitzvah into Sweet 16, I was like, I am not a girl, not yet a woman.
Yes.
Like, I was like, this is my time to shine.
Yes.
And it was.
And it kind of like, it was our time to shine, but also like, I wish I had
I was thinking
16.
that was, I was going to bring that up right away because it's so fucked up that we didn't.
No. But happy Sweet 16, Joe.
Thank you so much. Happy Sweet 16, Andrew. It's our 16th episode.
It is.
4 months.
Crazy.
4 months, only 6 weeks. 6 weeks of this.
We'll keep saying that we've only been doing this for 6 weeks.
It's crazy. It's only been 6 weeks.
It's actually crazy how many followers we have because it's only been 6 weeks.
It's really, really, really impressive. Should we like walk them in as a guest?
Yeah. So you're coming into this.
You're invited.
Hall.
First of all, you're invited.
And you might just be getting an invitation, or you might be getting a box.
Have you ever gotten a box?
I've gotten a box once.
Fuck that shit. I'm pissed.
Fuck it.
I'm pissed.
I know, but you open that thing and it's like you've been invited to, and you're like,
yeah. It's what happened was I think Long Island like saw my Super Sweet 16 and like ran with it because that show came out and I feel like everyone was trying to emulate that. And it's because Hilary Duff's song in that you can't beat it. That
you
song.
Can't beat it. Any Hilary Duff song you can't.
I'm gonna spread my wings, Sweet 16. I mean, her vocals
flawless.
Hilary Duff is someone who just can just talk.
Yes.
You know, she can talk at a slow pace and someone could put music behind it and she could write a song.
She can say, I'm coming clean. And I'm like, yes, you are.
So you get invited
to
a Sweet 16. I was never going to dress down. Like some people choose to dress down and that's their prerogative and that's their right.
Yes.
I'm invited to a Sweet 16. I'm trying to assemble pieces that no one has ever seen before. I'll never forget Alyssa Hogan's Sweet 16. It was like the era of Galaxy print. Remember when that was like the big thing?
Did you have a Galaxy print suit?
I fucking wish. No, I had a Galaxy print tie. We're all black with a Galaxy print tie. And I was like, I am giving like Maddie Healy, Alex Turner, Tumblr. Like, And I actually did look like I was grieving Tony Soprano. Like my vision never pulled off the way it was supposed to. But that is what it is.
You always gave Tony Soprano.
I did.
I was always like your right-hand man.
The younger we were, the mobbier we were.
Yeah.
We've aged out of it in some ways.
Yeah. I mean, once it got to Sweet 16s, I think we were kind of out of mob. Mob was heavy at communions.
Oh my God. You wore a plaid shirt to my communion party. I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, talking about dressed down.
Yeah, you were dressed down for
I kind of was like...
That was, at my communion party, we performed Avril Lavigne.
Yeah. Was it complicated?
It was complicated.
Which makes a lot of sense.
The crowd witnessing that was thinking...
Oh. Yeah, just like that. It wasn't like awe, because it was like a mixture of awe and
Sweet 16s.
Yeah.
So, okay, you finally make it to the party.
Yeah.
Always at some catering hall, typically, right?
Yeah.
We're at a catering hall in Long Island, which means you're expecting Italian dishes, typically. Yes. A feast.
And honestly, Italian apps. Like, you are sometimes going to a Sweet 16, and there's a full Italian buffet before you even get to the main course.
And I'm taking full advantage.
Yeah.
You're someone who we know, if there is an opportunity to get food in a buffet style situation, you're not shy about it.
First in line.
First in line.
Yeah.
Throwing almost elbows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the worst thing is?
What?
People who cut that line.
Oh.
When someone just walks up and I'm like, no, I'm getting this piece of watermelon.
And the thing about me is, like, I would go right hook. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? Get in the back of the line.
Like, yeah.
I'm waiting for the
Show up early
like
I did to get here. You know the delicate dance of holding your plate out. And what I've always done is, like, I'm on a buffet line.
Yeah.
I want more, but I'm not going to say it. So I'm holding my plate out and looking a little bit distracted, as if I don't remember that the plate is there, just in case in their head they're thinking, oh, like, his plate's still there, I'm going to give him more food.
Oh, they're not like, oh, he's dark and depressed.
They're
He's looking off into the distance. Like,
no, but you're like, I'm going to linger. Like, that extra 2 seconds you
Yeah.
linger to see if they're going to give you more food. And when they say, do you want more? I'm like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, always for the penne alla vodka. I mean, being on the other side of it, though, like when I was working at the catering hall, like, I obviously was giving the biggest scoops you've ever seen.
Of course, but you were also eating everyone else's food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're not going to eat your chicken tenders, I'm going to eat your chicken tenders.
Andrew, I have on record that you were eating the food before it came out.
That was only twice.
Okay, that's 2 times too many, for sure.
French fries?
Still.
You're hungry?
But you don't wash those hands.
I know. They probably got pink eye.
Everyone had pink eye. People were leaving their Sweet 16 saying, why did every guest get pink eye?
Yeah.
And it was because you had your fingers in their French fries.
You know what's really sad? When I was working in the kitchen, they used to call me Maricon, which means gay boy.
Hi, everyone. As our resident editor and fact checker, I would like to clarify something. Maricon does not necessarily translate to gay boy. It more correctly would translate to faggot.
And I was like, what are they saying to me? And then I asked my friend, and he was like, they're calling you gay. And I was like, that's so fucked up. Like, I'm not even gay.
When was this?
This was when I was like, why would they do that? I would say I was 20 years old.
God.
Yeah, I was 20 years old. Yeah, I was working like 8-hour shifts.
I was so pissed because it was summer camp.
Yeah.
We were working at camp, and like, but what that means is like, okay, we're going to spend our 8-hour day at camp together and then spend the rest of the day sitting in the basement. And then you would like somehow choose to work instead.
I would go from camp, and at 3 o'clock, my shift would start at 4. I'd be there from 4 to 11.
And I'd be so bored.
Who let that happen?
Honestly, you needed that. You need
did.
someone to smack you in the face sometimes.
And call you Maricon.
They were right.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, they called it as they saw it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. Working at a catering hall for Sweet 16s in general, I wouldn't eat the food. Now, looking back, I mean, like, listen, I'll still walk into a catering hall and I'll eat whatever they put in front of me, but knowing what goes on in a kitchen...
Yeah. Remember, like, I feel like I hate to talk ill of the dead, but
please,
Friendlies, I know that there's still some in existence, but like a lot of them have passed away since our childhood.
There's about one.
I just feel like every time I was in a Friendlies as a kid, something horrific happened in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like I bore witness to some travesty.
Because why the fuck were they allowing... The servers were doing everything.
They were scooping the ice cream.
They were making my super melt, and then they were going to make my fucking monster mash. Why? And they were stressed.
Feel like there was always like the constant conversation about their Friendlies. It's like, I saw someone drop a chicken tender and put it on the plate. And like Yeah, as they should.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fry an extra chicken tender for you.
Are you someone who you eat food off the floor?
Of course, Joe.
You ate something crazy off the floor. I feel
Cheese?
like last night. Was it cheese last night?
I could have been. Oh no, chicken.
It was the chicken from the scallion pancake sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, it was on the floor for how long?
It wasn't like there's levels to what I'm willing to eat off the floor. That was like a wet chicken. It wasn't like a crispy chicken where like there's a barrier to entry. This was wet and soaking. A soft chicken hitting our floors that we do Swiffer them.
We do.
But
we definitely do.
Definitely not enough to say that you should be taking that little tiny shred and putting it in your mouth. And maybe that's why you have pink eye.
You think?
No.
Me either. But that will cause something else.
Yeah, you have a few other illnesses.
I do. I took a nap today. I didn't tell you.
What, when you went into your room and closed your door?
No, I was on a phone call for that one.
What, when I was on my meeting?
When you said you had a meeting, I said, how long do you have your meeting for? You said 2:30 to 3:30. I said, perfect. You closed that door. I was out in 2 minutes.
The fact that you have to hide the naps is actually like, this is an abusive household.
Yeah, only because like every time I take a nap, you're like, what are you, sick? What you gotta get checked out. And I'm like, oh my God, okay.
I'm not wrong. Like
I had about 10 hours of sleep last night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't have to sleep.
No, I know. It's
anymore.
Alarming. It's alarming.
You had about 10 hours of sleep and pre-workout caffeine, and then you had more caffeine.
And then I knocked out.
That's crazy.
But I woke up 25 minutes later because that's a power nap. That's how long you should take it. 25 minutes later, perky and ready.
Again,
immediately went for the buffalo chicken dip.
My earliest memory of you is taking a nap.
Mm-hmm. On that cot.
Cookie in mouth. So we're back at the Sweet 16. You're in there. It is a wedding. A Sweet 16 is the most gauche wedding of all time. I feel like themes. I love a theme party, as you know. What are some iconic Sweet 16 themes that you've attended?
I think I have attended like a Candyland Sweet 16.
Yeah, that was also the theme of our 5th grade dance where we weren't friends. We weren't speaking. We were on bad
weren't
terms.
you speaking to me?
Why are you assuming it was me that was the problem?
Because I never really hold resentment. I'm not like mad. I don't get mad often.
Yeah, I guess it was probably me because there also is no photo of us together in our 5th grade graduation. So there was tension for us there.
I want to know what it was because
I'm sure it was something that you did.
The thing about me is like, I always keep coming back.
Yeah.
I do. Like, you try to cut me out, and then I'm like...
Do you know how many times as a kid my mom used to tell me that? I'd be like, I'm done with Andrew. I never want to see him again. And she'd be like, keep him around. Yes. She'd always be like, don't do that.
She really is like, Donda West.
Yeah, no. She knew. She was like, don't fuck that one up.
She was like, please don't. And I would come running back and be like, you want to hang out? Yeah. You're like, yeah, I guess.
Sweet 16s. What else is there to say? I think we're done.
No. No, you walk into a Sweet 16 and then again, like, why is there 250 people?
And the Sweet 16 girl is not there because she has to make her entrance.
Of course.
Which I've never understood. Like, I do love the idea of an entrance, but I'm not going to miss a single second of my party. Like, I'm going to make sure I'm eating, drinking, enjoying the experience.
And I want to welcome people in.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, if we're taking it to my Super Sweet 16, like, I did live for the entrances. I was like, wait, they're being carried on a bed right now? That's kind of amazing.
No, it's so insane.
It's amazing.
Because I'm networking with the parents. We know that. We've covered that. I'm making sure everyone knows I'm the best child there.
Yes.
But I'm so respectful. I'm honestly going up to their grandparents.
Yeah, and you're kissing them on the cheek almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's an honor to meet you.
Yeah. The thing about us is, like, I think that we would leave a Sweet 16 and the parents would say, Joe is such a nice boy.
Boys. Yep.
Such nice boys.
All I wanted was to be a nice boy.
Yeah.
A nice boy and a good child.
Yep.
And if that was ever not the case, life ruining. For example, that girl Sweet 16 that we went to. That Sweet 16 where you were laying on the floor. I was taking ass shots of you on the floor outside the bathroom. We were dead sober.
Yeah, I was 16 years old. I was perched over, arched back. And I was like...
And her mother walked out of that bathroom door.
And said, Get up off the floor right now. And I was like...
I'm going to go home. And then I was like, went home early.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like... I was just taking ass pics. Like, it's actually like...
It's like no big deal.
Not that big of a deal.
I do feel like you were mean to her mom in that situation.
Do you think I was
I
nasty?
kind of remember you like pulling it out.
Because the thing about me, honestly, is like when I get caught off guard in situations, I get nasty.
Yeah,
I get really defensive.
You do get really defensive.
And that's like so out of character for me. And then like I kind of like settle down after like 30 minutes and I'm like, why did I just say that to that woman? She didn't deserve that.
Yeah, no, but she did. She honestly was mean, and I think it was honestly homophobia.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was.
Because I feel like that family is homophobic.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just gonna say it. Yeah.
I just like don't want to assume.
I keep biting my tongue.
Oh my gosh, you think it's a sign?
Every time it's so as I'm talking shit about someone's family. Yeah.
Yeah. If there was fried calamari.
Oh my god.
Top 10. Top 10 for me.
You're really right about that.
Yeah, I actually don't care where you had your Sweet 16. It doesn't matter about the venue. As long as there's fried calamari, there's bread on the table, and good dessert, a good cake. I will say, though, every time that I went to a Sweet 16, I did have a little pit in my stomach. I was like, am I going to get a candle today?
And?
I would get a group candle.
I know we've already talked about this, but I do believe at almost every single Sweet 16 I went to, I was given either an individual candle or like a duo candle, like me and one other person.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. Yeah. And when it didn't happen, I was always like, okay, I did. Why the fuck did I come? It felt like the Oscars.
Yeah.
Like a candle ceremony always felt like an award ceremony. It did. In that way.
Again, like I was sick. I was like, is today my day?
And you didn't get it sometimes?
I didn't get it sometimes.
That's
I would
crazy.
Only get
I feel like girls really cling to you in that way.
I know. I do attract a girl. Right?
I don't know. Like, I hate to like gas myself up in this way.
Gas them up.
But I do feel like I've always had a little bit of a star power. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
And it's because I was telling people that I did. Like, I was the one telling people I'm famous. Yeah. So like, it was kind of a flex.
You were like this elusive character to people, being like, "Who is Joe Hegyes?"
And then who the fuck is Royal?
Yeah. And they were like, "Okay, Joe is best friends with Andrew, so okay, yeah."
Yeah, that was my claim to fame in Farmingdale for sure. It was
me.
You.
Can we talk about Debby Ryan? 16 wishes.
16 wishes. I remember one of the wishes being like sushi, right?
Yeah.
Which is iconic.
I wish I knew every single one of the 16 wishes.
I don't.
You don't?
Do you I feel like we missed, like that was like, I was too old for 16 wishes.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't care that much about that. I never really No offense.
Say it. I'm
so sorry to Debby Ryan. I want to apologize before I say anything further. I should apologize
to Debby Ryan.
All I was gonna say is that Debby Ryan never spoke to me in the way that like a Demi Lovato or a Miley or a Selena or a Bridget Mendler spoke to me. Like Debby Ryan was just not that girl, and she never was gonna be, and it's honestly not Debbie's fault. It's her character Bailey was fucking annoying in Sweet Life.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
Bailey was an annoying character.
Trajectory. But she had charisma.
No.
I think she did.
Like Debbie Reynolds now.
Oh my God! May she rest.
Rest in peace, Debbie Reynolds. I'm so sorry to bring your name up in this room.
The spirit just came through you.
I wish we were talking about Debbie Reynolds. We'll save that for Halloween.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Debby Ryan just like... I think I would be friends with her. Like, I think she's probably a chill person.
Yeah.
I had bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
At 15.
Jessie.
Yeah. Sweet 16s.
Dancing at a Sweet 16.
Okay.
What are some of the songs that are sticking out?
Shots.
I was drunk
Party
as
Rock
hell.
Anthem.
Yep.
Were you drunk as hell at a Sweet 16?
I was drunk off of life.
Did you ever drink at a Sweet 16?
Never. I was not drinking at 16 years old.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Besides that one time that
but sometimes I don't believe you. Do you know what I mean? Call Me Maybe.
Call Me Maybe, the first time I ever heard it. Sweet 16, Victoria Reinhold. I actually was like, who's singing this song?
Who the fuck is this?
Who the fuck is this absolute icon?
The lyric, before you came into my life, I miss you so bad. That's folklore. Fist pumping was a big moment. Because that was like, there was a few dances because of Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore.
The girls with the poofs, the bouffants on the top of their head.
If you were a bump it, I will like. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to like properly articulate the thanks I have for the women in my life who wore bumpets. Because
some of the closest women in your life wore bumpets.
All of the closest women in my life have worn a bumpet at some point in their life. And like, I just think that like I think it's coming back around. Mm-hmm. But I think that like, if you're listening to this podcast and you want to make a wave,
bring back the bumpet.
Bring back a bumpet. Show up to school, first day of school with a bump it in.
We're going to make a bump it challenge.
Oh my God, it's our ice bucket.
Yeah,
We're going to bump it. So we beat on. Boats against current. Borne back ceaselessly into the past.
Here he goes.
Remember like watching a movie as a kid and then like leaving the movie and being like, that's my new personality?
Oh, yeah.
Like Spy Kids for me, I was like, I'm a spy kid.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Dory.
You were like, I'm such a Dory.
I'm like, Joe's Nemo and I'm Dory.
I think you would be Nemo and I'd be Marlin.
Oh my God.
I think I gotta find my son.
You were my dad.
Did you ever participate in like a grind train? No.
No, Joe. Why would I be grinding with any? I actually probably was the ass that was being grinded. You know what I mean?
I feel like I was never like fully enjoying myself at a Sweet 16 because I always was like, I'm being observed by adults.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's true for like most things I do to this day.
Yeah. Me at a wedding. Me at a wedding. Because I love to dance. Don't get me wrong. But if I'm at a family wedding, I'm like, everyone's looking at me.
That's a dark-sided one.
I just want to be twerking in people's faces.
But why aren't you?
That's what I'm saying.
As a kid, I get it because I'm like self-conscious. But now I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm having more fun than you at your wedding. Sorry,
sorry, you're sitting.
It sucks that you're eating your cake. I'm gonna dance. Like,
sorry, I'm eating cake and dancing at the same exact time.
Sorry, I'm actually blacking out for some reason, Snapchatting the entire event in the center of a dance floor that no one else is on.
Yeah,
but that's just how I'm gonna be.
And actually, at a family wedding specifically, is when you're younger. Were they ever like, Joe, take a shot?
No one has ever encouraged me to drink in my entire life. So much so that this past summer, I was at my aunt and uncle's for a barbecue and I was drinking a beer. And my uncle actually was walking past me and stopped for a second.
And said, "You're drinking a beer?"
And was like, "I forgot that you're over 21. I was like, I'm actually 26. But thanks. There was a moment where I was almost getting in trouble.
I was taking Jameson shots.
How old were you?
16.
You just said you didn't drink at 16.
At Sweet 16s, I was not drinking at 16 years old.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't believe you. Do you know what I mean? At weddings, you were taking Jameson shots?
When they told me to.
I feel like I had alcohol at your communion party. I know I'm wrong, but there was like cordials.
Oh my God.
There was like the chocolate cordials.
Are those alcoholic?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's like liqueur in them.
We were giving out chocolate cordials.
I think that I remember a moment where I was eating those.
I also had alcohol.
I think that me and you were eating them and we weren't supposed to be. I do remember like a parent intervening and being like,
is that why I was probably
doing number 3 in the bathroom? Were we getting drunk at your communion party?
I remember running around my communion party. Yeah, I was disoriented. I was.
No way, I'm obsessed with that.
That's crazy.
We were getting fucked up at your communion party.
And it was like, thank you God I could have communion now.
LMFAO. What was that?
Who are they?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I actually...
First of all, uncle and son? Uncle and nephew?
What?
Right? LMFAO were an uncle and nephew band.
Now it's just gotten weirder.
Am I making that up?
I don't think you are.
The grip that uncle and nephew had on the throats of 12-year-olds?
Yeah.
What was going on?
Patron
on the rocks and ready for some
shots.
I remember being 13 years old at a bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
They need an excuse to suck our cocks. I was saying suck our cocks.
They were saying cocks.
Oh my God. Oh, there was my eye drops that you took from months ago.
Joe, these are your eye drops, but let me tell you something about these eye drops that you got. Amazing.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Wow. Are we going to do a candle ceremony?
I think we
shouldn't have. Wait, why did we light them all?
Oh my God. Do you light them as people come up?
Yeah. But let's do a little blow.
I mean, we can blow them out
and
then light them again, right?
Ready? We're here today to celebrate our Sweet 16. Thank you guys so much for coming.
It's always been a dream of ours to have a beautiful Sweet 16 with a beautiful cake.
And to have it with all of our closest friends and family here, our listeners, means the world to us. Each of you, we are going to do our candle ceremony now.
Yes.
And we're so excited to bring up our first guest. So what we're going to do, everyone, you're going to join in on this one.
Okay.
We'll go back and forth. So we'll each do 8.
Okay.
think of someone, describe them, and then we both have to sync up on the answer.
Okay, amazing.
This is a person who has done so much for the community, not only in their acting talent, not only in their musical ability, not only in their ability to speak to ghosts, but also through their advocacy at Capitol Hill. I would like to dedicate this first candle to Demi Lovato. This one's through Demi. Oh my God. Okay.
The second candle goes to the mother of us all, the queen of the gays, the queen of the saffron. We're gonna give the second candle to our mother, Ina Garden.
Oh my God. Okay. This next candle goes to a man who means the world to me. He sits across from me every week on this podcast. He has a beautiful singing voice. He's so extremely talented. He was meant for Broadway, truly, in every other form. And his name is Ben Platt. Oh my God. Ben.
This one goes to a beautiful woman. She's a fantastic talk show host.
Yeah, I knew it. I should have just said it before.
She sometimes will faint publicly on screen.
Oh my God.
The fourth candle goes to Joe Hegyes. No, it's Wendy Williams.
No, oh my God, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Wendy's not doing too well. This next candle goes to someone who has made history. This candle goes to an actress, an advocate, someone I personally have loved my entire life. She has starred in countless films and countless TV series. She's a comedian, she's a director. She is the second most famous Debbie I know.
Debbie Reynolds.
Debby Ryan.
It's Debby Ryan.
Yeah, it was Debby Ryan, but I started saying Debbie Reynolds too, so it's...
This one goes to a fantastic singer. I would say a singer for the ages, someone who is constantly dragged through the mud, but because of a relationship she was in. And she calls herself a homewrecker. She's calling herself a slut. And this one goes to Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh my God. This candle goes out to a group of my closest friends. These are people who have created something brilliant with their bodies of work, with the performances they have given this TV series. I want to thank each and every member of this cast because what they have done on this NBC original show changed lives with their Broadway performances, with their drama, with their incredible acting, with their historical references. And this candle goes out to the cast of Smash.
I thought you were going to be Glee, and then I realized...
No, I know. That's why I had to say NBC.
Yeah.
You got so thrown off.
I did.
Yes.
My next candle goes out to my closest friends. A TV show that is a quick hit. Some would say we're too old to watch. And some would say we fly so high, we fly together. And this candle is dedicated to the cast of Chicken Girls.
If you're not watching Chicken Girls college years, what are you doing?
What are you doing with your life?
Because it's honestly fucking good.
Yeah, it is. It's so good.
I'm going to dedicate this next candle to a hater. I'm going to be honest. This person does not fuck with us. This person does not like us. And this person leaves us on red incessantly. I think that, honestly, I respect the fact that whoever this is, though we may not know who they are, their name, or what they do, we know what brand they represent, and we love that brand, but they do not love us back. And for that, I want to give this candle to the social media manager of Tums.
Let's clap it out for Tums, because one day they are going to recognize that they want to talk to us.
We can only hope. We can only hope.
This one goes out to a brand that does support us, and they support all allies. They support all the whole queer community. They have a beautiful flag. They have some stunning sockless shoes. And this one goes out to Tom's.
Oh, it's sweet.
It's so sweet. We're getting towards the end.
I know, like I'm running out of brain power. Our next candle goes out to a group of people that slay what they want to slay. They're queer all year, and they're not afraid to show it. A valued member of the LGBTQIA community. You might know one if you're dating them, if you're a listener. This one goes out to straight men. Fifth Harmony?
Okay, I actually had no idea who
That's
we were talking
a good guess.
Thank you.
But no, it was straight men.
It was straight men? Okay. This one goes to a phenomenal actress. She's also a part of a friend group that we have from a show that we've recently watched about college. And I do believe that we have lived vicariously through her. There's so many that we could have chosen from. She does have a pretty reputable brother, but I think that she's the one that we all need to be talking about. And this candle goes out to Pauline Chalamet.
Oh my god, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Oh no, I keep losing. We're gonna be eating some plastic.
Yeah, and that's honestly fine.
I mean, this candle goes to the mother I never had. It goes to the sister anyone would want. It goes to my best friend, my closest confidant, my silly rabbit. It goes to an actress, a singer, a writer, a performer, a Broadway star, a TV star, a movie star, someone who is constantly raising the bar for us all. It goes to someone who deserves an Oscar. It goes to someone who has constantly proven the world wrong in their assumptions about her. It goes to the most talented woman alive, and it is Keke Palmer.
Give it up for Keke.
Lauren Kiana.
This one goes out to the boyfriend that I never had. The man who I saw and said, I want to sit in that chair.
Yeah.
This one goes out to Justin Bieber. Yeah, it was a soft clap for Justin, but you know what I mean.
Okay, this one goes out to a person I love unconditionally. Okay. This goes out to someone who has dealt with a lot of bullying in their life, someone who has overcome a lot of obstacles, someone who is so talented, so brilliant, such a little smarty pants. Someone who does not let people calling them names get them down. Someone who is yet to be born, but will be born at some point and will be relentlessly mocked. And that is Ella Muscarella.
Let's give it up for Ella, you guys.
My future daughter.
My future daughter, Ella the elephant. This is our 15th candle, you guys. And I don't know how to even put this woman, this goddess, into words.
She is single-handedly, and it's not even a joke, what propelled this career for us.
Yes.
And it's like crazy to think about.
Yeah. Actually, my 5-year-old self is shaking right now thinking about this woman.
I have bleach ready to go. Streaks in the hair.
Yeah, my voice honestly has suffered because of it, because I'm trying to belt like she can.
And we all want a moment like that.
This, and we all want to be able to unify this country. And this 15th candle goes to Kelly Clarkson.
Oh my God. And our last candle, our 16th candle, goes out to you, our listener. Because I don't think we stress it enough how none of this would be happening without your continued support, without the fact that you're telling other people about this podcast. Like, you are changing our lives and you're like bearing witness to that. And it really, like, I have chills saying it. It is so deeply appreciated. And sometimes it's hard to genuinely grasp it because I've never dealt with this level of response to something in my entire life. But
to something that started out as an idea and we're like, we're gonna do it, and then we put it out there and it's actually so well received, and Everybody has been saying such kind words.
Yeah.
We walk out on the street, I leave my apartment, and I'm approached by somebody, and like that means a lot to us. That keeps us going. We're constantly brainstorming on what's next, and that would not be happening without you.
Yeah, and we can't wait to take this journey with you and see where it goes. And it really genuinely is, it's our product. Like, we have put this together with you guys, and we're continuing to build it with you. Mm-hmm. So I think that any success that we celebrate is a success that you're celebrating as well. And like, we could not do it without you. So our 16th candle goes out to you, the viewers, the fans, the listeners, the good children. Oh my God. We didn't do one for the deceased. That was always the worst candle to experience.
I know, it's
People
always
were
like
crying. And my candle goes to my grandma.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
We're bullying.
I'm not bullying, but it's just like, it was drama. You know what I mean? And you're kind of like, oh my God.
Yeah, I guess. I guess what you did just now was fine.
You're kind of like, how do we move on? So we didn't get to go to an actual Carvel itself. We did get this at a supermarket, but let's just call a spade a spade. It's still a fantastic ice cream cake. It's that classic vanilla on the top, chocolate on the bottom, crunchies in the middle. Give me that swivel swabble, that 16. Beautiful. Classic icing. But if you ask me, I'm a Fudgy the Whalehead. Do you remember why were we doing it? Why were we making Carvel ice cream cakes in the back? Boy Scouts?
What the hell are you saying?
We made ice cream cake at Carvel.
No way.
Yeah.
I kind of do remember that.
Yeah. I remember the one in Massapequa Park. I would say one thing about Carvel is that they're constantly innovating on their flavors. And I'll say it. Now they have cookie butter.
Wait.
Yeah. They have cookie butter soft serve.
No, I have to go.
Yeah, they have cookie butter soft serve, all of the classics, banana, cookies and cream, Nutella, peanut butter. They really have it all. And I love them. I do love them for it. I love my vanilla thick shake floats, even with my crippling IBS.
I think I'm getting IBS.
I think as you get older,
it happens.
Mm-hmm. Your body can't process dairy the same.
I turned 26 and now I have IBS.
Yeah. But I'll say one thing. I do love lactate milk.
Speaking of dairy.
Yeah.
Friendlies. I'm sorry to bring it back up. I want to atone for what I've said earlier about Friendlies, which is that it's one, out of business and two, filthy.
Yep.
What they've done with, their menu, what they did with their jingle.
I wanna go to Friendlies.
Yeah, cheeseburger sliders
and dipping chicken too.
Cheeseburger sliders
and soda that is blue. I wanna go to Friendlies.
Yeah.
The soda
that is blue, the blue razzmatazz,
and the cotton candy one,
and the color changing straw. You couldn't tell me anything.
No, I was going there and I was having the best night.
I was like, I'm fucked up.
You know what the thing about me is?
I love honey mustard. I'm sorry. So let's just walk through what you're ordering here. You're getting the blue raspberry soda.
Yeah.
You might be getting a barbecue bacon chicken melt.
Yeah.
A fribble as your water.
Yeah, I would say.
And then you're getting a Monster Mash for ice cream as dessert.
Yeah, or like the 3 scoop, whatever came with it.
Okay, I think it's time for
the girls' room.
I'm 25 and have never had a partner. Honestly, I've never been on a date or even kissed a guy. Catholic guilt, I guess. How did y'all work through your coming out process?
Oof.
This is going to be a long answer. This is going to be a half an hour answer. First of all, I don't think there is anything wrong with that situation.
No. Being 25 and not going on a date, I think you're okay.
It's up to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's first and foremost. If you want to go on a date, you are going to be able to go on a date.
Yeah.
Like, it'll happen. In terms of working through the coming out process, so I'm assuming that you're queer.
Listen, I moved to a different state. So I'm not saying to do that, everyone should do that, but I definitely did move to a different state for that reason.
Is that why you moved?
I kind of was like a little bit of escapism. I think that I was like, you know what? I don't feel like I can genuinely be myself around my family right now or around people that are closest to me. I want to move somewhere that I can have a fresh start, kind of like college. I didn't have the opportunity there. So I did that. And then it was easier for me to meet people or join workplace and be like, I'm gay.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I wouldn't suggest that for everybody. I think that like there is definitely a more digestible way to do it.
Yeah, I feel like for me, because like I was a really late bloomer, and like I think that it was like particularly hard because I was living at home.
Yeah.
So like I really like couldn't like live my life. I don't know what compelled. There was like a last straw. I'm actually coming up on like the 5-year anniversary of coming out.
Oh my god,
which is crazy. Thing that was always stuck in my head is like, what is more uncomfortable? Like forcing yourself to live unhappily, but like not having to confront like your sexuality in a major way, or confronting your sexuality and like having to grow from it.
Yeah.
And the answer is always going to be like the growth option.
Yeah.
The more comfortable option is always going to feel like the better option.
Yeah.
So like not putting yourself out there, not addressing your issues is always going to feel like it is the easier option.
Yeah.
But is it?
No.
Because it's harder on you.
Because you do need to experience times in your life where you're uncomfortable, and that's how you're gonna grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're torturing yourself in a way.
And it really is like, it's as cliche as it is. It's like, what is going to make you happiest, right?
Yeah.
It's like when you can go into it and be like, this is me. I am happy. Fuck everybody around me that isn't happy for me. Do what makes you happy and don't hold yourself back.
In the first steps of like my first interaction, like as a gay man, like I was so afraid and everything felt so big. Like I didn't want to seem inexperienced. I didn't want to seem like I didn't know what I was doing. And in retrospect now, I'm like, no one is looking at you in that way. And if they are, move along. Like find someone else. Going on a date with a member of the same sex is not actually a big deal. Yeah. It just feels like a huge deal before you do it. Thank you guys so much for coming to our Sweet 16.
Our super Sweet 16.
It was super.
It was.
We didn't talk feet at all in this episode, but we don't have to.
No, but I mean, power to the girls that would take their shoes off at a Sweet 16.
You know where to find us on TikTok at Good Children Pod.
I'm on TikTok at Andrew_MUSKY.
I'm on TikTok at Be Quiet Joe. We are on Instagram at Good Children Pod.
I'm on Instagram at Andrew Muscarella, MUSCARELLA.
I'm on Instagram at Joe Hegyes, JOEHEGYES. Don't forget to do your homework.
Like, subscribe, rate, review, tell your friends, spread the good word. We're almost at 1,000 reviews on Apple Podcasts.
Almost is pushing it.
I would say over 500. I learned in school, you round up.
Okay. Yeah, so we're at 1,000 reviews.
So we're basically at 1,000 reviews. Spotify, you popped off.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.